You know that feeling, that specific kind of panic when you walk into a big 3-hour meeting, look down, and you're at 15% battery?
Oh, absolutely. And the only outlet is, of course, halfway across the room behind some giant plant.
Exactly. Or you're forced to crawl under the conference table fighting through that, rat's nest of cables.
Right.
But today, we're doing a deep dive into a piece of hardware that's trying to make that whole experience a little more civilized. We're looking at the Kramer TBUS-1-KWC-B.
It's a bit of a mouthful, I know.
Yeah.
But the key part is table connection bus.
Which I have to say, it sounds incredibly dry.
It does. But if you zoom out a bit, what we're really talking about is how our infrastructure, our actual furniture, is finally starting to catch up with our habits.
We don't just sit at tables anymore, we plug into them.
We do. And this Kramer unit is all about bridging that gap between, I need to charge my phone right now, and I don't want to turn the conference room into my personal charging station.
Right. And the star of the show here is that KWC part, the wireless charging spot. Because usually when you see wireless charging in a meeting room, it's just some puck that's been, glued to the table.
Or a dongle hanging off the side.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point here.
Yeah.
This is integrated directly into the lid, into the bezel of the unit itself. It's a flush surface.
So the tech just disappears.
Exactly. No protruding bits, nothing to snag your sleeve on. You just set your phone down on the lid and it starts charging.
That's clean. I like that. But let's talk about the actual performance, because I was looking at the specs from HDTV Supply.
Okay.
And it lists the max output at 900 milliamps. That doesn't sound very fast.
It isn't. And that's a really crucial distinction for anyone thinking of buying this.
Right.
900 milliamp, which works out to roughly 6 to 15 watts of power. This is not going to rapid charge your phone like your wall brick does.
So don't expect a miracle if you plug in 5 minutes before a big presentation.
Exactly. This is really designed for what you'd call maintenance charging.
Just keeping you steady.
It's about keeping your battery from dying or slowly topping it up over a long meeting. It's got a 73% efficiency rating, which is pretty standard for the Qi wireless protocol. It's meant to keep you alive, not be a supercharger.
That makes sense. It's a conference table, not a Formula One pit stop.
Exactly.
Now, that charging lid is just the top layer, right? Underneath, we've got the whole bus part of the name.
Right. And this is where, the IT and facilities managers are going to get interested. The unit we're discussing is really just a skeleton. It's a modular enclosure.
Okay.
It actually uses the same inner frames as some of Kramer's other models, like the TBUS-1-Axle.
So you're not locked into one specific set of ports.
Precisely. You buy this enclosure, it's specifically for that wireless charging lid. But the guts, the power sockets, the HDMI ports, the audio jacks, you buy all that separately.
And snap in what you need.
You snap in what you need.
I really appreciate that. Because, nothing dates a conference room faster than a permanent VGA port that no one has used in a decade.
It gives you a ton of flexibility. But, and this is a big but, if you're the one actually installing this thing,
You better measure twice.
you better measure 3 times. The cutout dimensions are incredibly specific. We're talking a tolerance of just 2 millimeters. So this is precision work.
Not a weekend DIY project.
Definitely not. You need to get the calipers out. But once it's in, it's built to last. It's rated for up to 40 degrees Celsius, and it meets all the big regulatory standards, RoHS, REACH, CE.
Which, in plain English, means?
It means it's safe for a corporate environment. It's not a fire hazard. It won't interfere with other electronics. For any kind of commercial build-out, those certifications are non-negotiable. You can't just install cheap, uncertified gear.
Speaking of cheap, this thing seems surprisingly affordable for what it is.
It is. I think we saw it listed for about $188, which is a pretty steep discount from list price.
That feels like a good value for pro-grade hardware that integrates into furniture like this.
For sure. But availability can be spotty. This is specialized hardware, so you can't always just, decide to order 50 of them for a rollout tomorrow.
Right. Stock fluctuates.
It does.
So if we pull back and look at the big picture here, the Kramer TBUS is really trying to make the technology in the room invisible.
That's the end goal, yeah. It clears the clutter. It acknowledges that everyone brings a device to a meeting, but it stops the meeting from being about the mad scramble for an outlet.
A much cleaner way to handle the whole bring-your-own-device culture.
It is. But it does leave me with one last thought for you to chew on.
Okay.
As this kind of wireless charging becomes standard, where the furniture itself is the charger, do you think we're approaching a future where physical charging ports, the actual outlets, just disappear from our meeting rooms entirely?
Wow. The wall outlet might go the way of the landline phone. A fascinating thought. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.